I don't understand why the SEC decided to sue Ripple and label XRP a security while leaving Stellar alone. Additionally, Ripple's CTO acknowledges that XRP was created to combat banks' monopoly and give people more agency. Some in the XRP community seem unable to let go of outdated myths. When it comes to public perception, would these papers benefit Ripple and Coinbase? Finally, if the legal case goes in Ripple's favor, might we expect a price goal of $10? As governmental monitoring of the cryptocurrency business grows, ExchangeBox has delisted various cryptocurrencies in a bulk delisting. This has prompted a response from Dicer Capital's founder, Yasin Mubarak. Mubarak expressed his skepticism against the SEC's lawsuit against Ripple and the allegation that XRP is a security in a tweet he posted on June 11. Additionally, Stellar and XLM currencies were protected. Mubarak, founder of Dicer Capital, made this statement in response to news that BAC delisted multiple top cryptocurrencies, including Stellar XLM, Tezos XTZ, Compound Token Comp Avalanche, AVAX, and Gitcoin EAA. Mubarak found it strange and suspicious that Ripple was sued and XRP was accused of being a security while Stellar Org was spared and nothing happened to XLM. Crypto aficionados, notably those in the XRP community, have been paying notice to etcetera's delisting of XLM and 22 other cryptocurrencies. Different members of the XRP community reacted in different ways to the news. Some XRP supporters were upset that the SEC was behind the change, but others looked pleased that the securities regulator was also going against Zeller. Stellar was developed by Ripple co-founder Jed McCaleb, which is an interesting fact. After leaving Ripple in 2013, the well-known American programmer established Stellar in 2014. Stellar, like Ripple, aims to improve international money transfers. McCaleb, as a co-founder of Ripple, had access to almost 9 billion XRP, which he sold for a tidy profit. In June of 2022, McCaleb spent all of his XRP. The past and ongoing sale of XRP was alleged by the SEC to be an unregistered securities offering in a complaint filed in December 2020 against Ripple and two of its executives, Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson. McCaleb was not prosecuted by the SEC despite the fact that he was a co-founder of Ripple and had sold millions of XRP over the course of several years. Rumors circulated in the XRP community after McCaleb was left out of the Ripple lawsuit. In exchange for his safety, many believe McCaleb made a deal with the SEC to reveal key details about the most prominent blockchain startup. Interesting. In a recent tweet, Ali Mubarak expressed similar sentiments. Meanwhile, the founder-attorney of the crypto law firm, John Deaton, has already commented on the rationale behind McCaleb's exclusion from the SEC versus Ripple litigation. March news articles quoted Deaton as saying that McCaleb was left out of the case because of his status as one of the industry's most influential figures. Over the weekend, Ripple CTO David Schwartz agreed with a series of tweets by Understanding the Crypto Economy author Panos Makris about the status of XRP. His views on XRP's utility are shared by the makers. He stressed that it was not intended for financial institutions or banks. Instead, XRP was created to undermine their hegemony by giving users access to a superior P2P system. Expertise in business deals. That thread has my full support. Fantastic explanation. The CTO of Ripple responded to McRae's statement. The original goal of Ripple, then known as Open Currency, was to create a decentralized payment network and peer-to-peer credit system using the XRP blockchain, and these goals were underlined in the macros. Expert in the field of finance claims that Ripple's primary goal was to liberate people from the shackles of conventional financial networks like credit cards, PayPal, and other organizations renowned for fees, currency conversion costs, and processing delays. Later on, Ripple focused on the banking sector and international payments with the intention of leveling the playing field for smaller institutions. The SWIFT cartel, which mostly served larger institutions, would be disrupted, according to macroeconomic and monetary theory. However, they expressed regret that some in the XRP community continue to retain misconceptions about the token's purpose, propagating misleading narratives first promoted by Bitcoin maximalists and then propagated by self-proclaimed XRP influencers and YouTubers. You may recall that we recently documented how a popular data aggregation site claimed XRP was a scam coin that undermined the goal of decentralization. Macros asked community members to focus on reality and see XRP for what it is, a tool to empower people who are fed up with banks and other centralized corporations that charge exorbitant fees and have the power to censor them. Macros emphasized that XRP was developed to restore individual agency after being usurped by large financial organizations. Note that because XRP is decentralized, anybody from people to corporations to banks can use its features as they see fit. HSBC, the largest bank in Europe, has lately acknowledged XRP as a game changer for global settlements, as was reported 2 weeks ago. In addition, with Hinman's emails set to be released tomorrow, people of the crypto community continue to speculate on the paper's potential influence on the crypto business and the severity of the SEC's crackdown. Among the most interesting topics discussed in Hinman's emails are the several versions of the lecture on cryptocurrencies that the former SEC official gave in June of 2018. On June 11th, crypto law founding attorney John Deaton tweeted that the revelation of Howey's application in Hinman's emails would not alter his opinion. However, the records will demonstrate the challenges of using the precedent set in the 1930s and 1940s with today's technology. In the United States, the Howey test is used by courts to determine if a deal is truly an investment contract. The Supreme Court of the United States ruled in 1946 in SEC versus W.J. Howey Co. that in order for there to be a transaction, money must be put into a shared business venture with the expectation of profit from the efforts of others. Once the Howey test has been met by a transaction, it is classified as a security. The Howey test has been used in many securities proceedings since its inception, including the current SEC versus Ripple cases. Deaton did not say whether or not Hinman's emails would be useful in the ongoing legal battle between the SEC and Ripple. Deaton claims that the emails sent and received by Coinbase and Ripple will prove to be an invaluable tool in molding public opinion and encouraging bipartisan efforts in Congress to facilitate the enactment of favorable laws involving cryptocurrency. Deaton, when responding to his tweet about the forthcoming 5th anniversary of Hinman's speech, this was one of the things he mentioned. The originator of crypto law made notice of the fact that Brett Redfern, a former director of sex trading and markets, had expressed concern that Hinman's remarks may lead to market uncertainty. You may remember that on June 14, 2018, Hinman made the contentious remarks at the Yahoo Finance All Markets Summit Crypto. The statement is now key to the case being brought by the SEC against Ripple. It's worth noting that Hinman's remark that Bitcoin and Ethereum are not securities caused the most uproar. Despite XRP being one of the top 3 cryptocurrencies at the time of the speech and the SEC filing suit against Ripple in December 2020, Hammond made no mention of it. To bolster its fair notice defense, the blockchain startup asked for drafts of his and his speech. To further understand how Hinman arrived at his conclusion that Bitcoin and Ethereum are no longer securities, Ripple required this material. The SEC fought tooth and claw to get the document ruled inadmissible in its case against Ripple. However, months after the SEC handed over the data to Ripple, one of the judges in the case, Judge Sarah Nett Byrne, ordered the SEC to hand over the documents to the blockchain business. Even still, the SEC has moved to have the email's contents kept secret. Again, Judge Annalisa Torres ruled against SXS's request to keep Hyman's materials under wraps and instead ordered their public disclosure. The release of Hinman's papers is scheduled for June 13, 2023. Here comes today's burning question. If Ripple prevails in court, might we expect a $10 price target? That's all the news we have for you today, fellas. In what ways do you disagree? Participate and share your thoughts in the discussion thread. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. In addition, if you want to be notified the next time we release a video on the latest and cryptocurrency news, be sure to click the subscribe button and turn on the notification under this video. Bye.